Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. My guest in the studio today, or tonight rather, is Nicholas Richardson.
Delighted to be here once more, William.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
We should almost do that a few times and get one that's perfect.
Exactly.
Maybe that was perfect.
Like
I'll speak
Sacha
to the producer.
Baron Cohen auditioning for that part in the Chicago 7.
Oh,
he did a Boston accent 28 times, and the last one was perfect.
Yeah.
So he said to his assistant, send this one to Spielberg.
Yeah.
And she sent the tape of all 28.
Yeah.
So when he met Spielberg said, yeah, they started off very badly, but by the end you got it right.
The secretary said them all?
That's a true story, yeah.
My goodness.
I know. Little Hollywood snippet.
Yeah, he ought to get a secretary with
brains.
better brains and not so good legs.
Or better hearing.
Yeah, or better hearing.
Yeah.
It could be. And on the horn, we have Ivo Binder from Lublin and Harold von Kursk from Tallinn in Estonia. There they are. Which is which? I can't tell. They're both beautiful. Yeah. A couple of good-looking fellows, aren't they? Don't you think?
Yes.
If you do say so.
Yes, of course.
How are you guys? Ivo, on the last show, you were talking about traveling from Poland. I'd like to how easy it is to travel in and out of Poland, or relative to other countries. And could we continue on with that? Because I thought that was interesting. I was learning something, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Have you? Well, yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, I did dare to go on vacation a few weeks ago to Egypt, and it was super simple, and the plane was full. So yeah, and I didn't see any casualties of that particular trip. And I'm planning actually a quite a long trip in about a week's time. So I have now to check all the different requirements of different countries, and they tend to be very very unique to each country, and they all come. They seem fairly arbitrary, I'd say, and they all have tons of loopholes. And I think that's the whole point. This is not something that is really as strict as it pretends to be. There is always a loophole. So the governments, I'm quite sure, are aware that these loopholes exist, and they put them in for a reason. And the reason is not to isolate themselves, actually. Yeah. So, oh yes, of course, we're very protective, and the borders are closed. No, not really. If you just read the fine print, you find the ways to get in, and thousands of people do it. So there is tons of hypocrisy in government in Europe.
What a surprise. That's never been the case.
No.
Harold, what about, can we drive to Estonia now from Poland?
Yes.
No one will stop us at any borders?
This I don't know, because there are many borders you need to cross, but I believe that the quarantine restriction has been waived now, or will be in the month of June. But most importantly, air travel is opening up. For example, Air Baltic, which services the Baltic countries, Tallinn, Riga, and Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, and Riga, respectively. Baltic Airlines just announced that they're having direct flights from Tallinn to Nice, which is outstanding for me, because I was planning on attending the Cannes Film Festival. Now that I'm going to be fully vaccinated, and I have a direct flight to Nice, which is only a half-hour drive from, or a 45-minute drive from Cannes. Now this possibility is open to me, so I'm looking forward to the festival, if the festival proceeds, because in France, unfortunately, restrictions are still high, and the pandemic is still in mid-bloom.
Bloom. There you go. Bloom. Wasn't he the hero of Ulysses by James Joyce? And as I turn to Nicholas. Nicholas, are you planning any trips to the UK?
Well, I'd like to go to the UK, yes. I have my first vaccination next week.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I suppose I'll wait till the second one. And also, at the moment, the UK rules are very strange. Even if you've been vaccinated, you still have to have a test before you get on the aeroplane.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to book 2 tests, which they send to your home to be taken on day 2 and day 8. And the problem is these you have to book those before you get on the aeroplane in England.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very expensive, and it's a complete rip-off. And it rather defeats the object.
What are they charging?
Well, for the full course, £200, something like that. And the other thing is, there's so much demand now that the companies can't post them to you quickly enough.
Good Lord,
And if you want to leave your 10-day isolation, if you've come from an amber country, for example, then you can if you take another test on day 5. But you still have to take the test on day 8, even if the test on day 5 is clear. I mean, the whole thing is just a nightmare.
Gotcha.
It looks like profiteering by somebody.
No.
And if you've had the
I'm gonna need
vaccinations,
a
what's the
nap
point?
after listening to that.
It is crazy. It's really, really very strange.
Yep, I
what's
told you.
going on?
You remember I had 3 COVID tests. coming
Yeah,
to
you
Poland.
did, yeah.
3 COVID tests in the space of 5 days. Okay, that's all we have time for tonight. That's enough COVID tests.
It is
editor.
enough COVID test to last a lifetime.
See you next time. Hang in there.